No, I did it. I did it. I managed to do it. I forgot to unmute myself and everything. So I thought I was just announcing how we finally made an episode where we had no technical difficulties. And the first thing I did was mute myself during that announcement. Okay, well.
Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect. And the good news is that gave people a chance to join us. Welcome, everybody. Another week, another AMA, another moment to reflect on the breakneck pace at which we are developing the future of the Metaverse, the Your Open Metaverse platform. Whew, where to start? I was talking to our CEO, Alex, today, and he said, yeah, I had a call with somebody today, and I hadn't spoken to him. It was one of the investors. I hadn't spoken to him for like 3 weeks. And I told them, we're doing this, we're doing that, we're doing this. And this guy was like, whoa, what the hell? Is all of that stuff going on with you guys? When did all of this happen? And that's just a little illustration of how we are experiencing the journey so far. There's so many things happening. The unfortunate thing, however, is that there's so many things that we can't talk about yet. Like every single AMA, we actually this week, we had a little bit of a situation because our CEO said, look, we really need to talk about what kind of stuff we are communicating and what we're not communicating. Because we cannot communicate things that, might eventually not work out for our community, right? Because that will lead to disappointment and we don't want that. And at the same time, we're also super psyched and hyped all the time in our office because of all the super cool stuff that's going on. And we want to tell you all about it, obviously. But it's not easy. We continuously have to bite our tongue, which is starting to hurt. But anyway, so for this week, there's a couple of things that we can actually discuss and that we want to discuss. And so I have a couple of guests with me here today that are gonna help me through this journey. So I want to introduce you guys for those that already don't already know them. Here they come. 3, 2, 1.
Nice.
Jeroen and Daniel. So for those of you that don't know them, on the left, we have Jeroen Elout, aka Longboy, our community manager. And on the right, we have Daniel van der Waals, one of our founders. For those who don't know him, we call him the Godfather.
So great to be here. So great to be here. Thank you, Aragorn.
Thank
really.
you.
It's
really
amazing
nice
to have you guys.
Yeah.
So Jeroen.
Yeah, a lot have happened actually last couple of weeks. But I would like to limit that to only a couple of things. To start with the YOM Ambassador program. And in here, I'd like to start to say thank you to all the people who have applied for this program. Really amazing. So many people found our project just an amazing project, I assume. Well, based on the number of applications, of course. And it got me a lot of work to respond to all those applications. So I'm still busy doing that. So if you haven't heard anything from me personally, then an answer comes your way. But we have found until now 8 people and selected 8 people for the Ambassador
8 people.
program.
So the Ambassador program has 8 people in there now. 8 ambassadors.
There are now 8 people, yeah. And the criteria were a little bit, I don't know. I was really curious on how to get the most enthusiastic people on board. And once I had that filter going, I realized it's not a good filter because there are so many people enthusiastic. So I had to find the right people, and it took me a while to realize that, to find those people. And I got them now. For now, I have 8 people, and there's still room for 2 more.
Okay, so let's not move past that too quickly. This is very important. So, ladies and gentlemen, for you guys out there in the community, for those watching, for those that will watch that this week, if they're watching the replay, if you have friends, if you know people that would be great as the ambassadors to represent us, to help us create content, to help the community, to answer questions, to make sure that people come in and know exactly what's going on. We have 2 more spots in the ambassador program. So get them in.
maybe you can tell something also about the criteria you're using, or can you tell something about that?
Yeah, no, well, I won't, because I think everybody has the right to apply. And so I won't tell anything about the criteria now. I want to talk to them personally. And then sometimes when you're in a video call, you probably realize this while I'm saying this, that sometimes, you see like, okay, there's fire going on. I would like to have that. I would like to see that person shouting from the roofs, like, your open metaverse is not the best project ever. No, it's basically the project that we all believe in. And that's, well, if you can tell me that straight up in the eyes through a video call, of course, yeah, then you might be the right fit. And that's what I'm looking for. Anyway, there are 2 more spots. To apply, you go to the Google Forms. I will definitely put that in the Telegram after the session.
Yeah.
It's closed now, but I will reopen it after this session. So
Okay,
if
so
you have time.
So just to be clear for everybody watching, right now, if you go to the website right now, you can't sign up for the ambassador program because you wouldn't close it because we needed to process all the applications. However, after this AMA at 5 o'clock today, that's Central European time, we will reopen the ambassador program and you can sign up. We get 2 more spots. We're looking for 2 people that are intrinsically passionate about helping us create the future in the metaverse through the open metaverse platform. Is that correct, Jeroen?
That's correct. Thank you for adding, really.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's correct. So, of course, you must be realizing now, like, or wondering now, like, who are those people? Well, I presented this part. So here it comes. We have Grace. Well, you probably heard her name a lot in the previous AMAs.
These are the current ambassadors. Current ambassadors.
Yes.
Current
ambassadors. We have Grace. Grace, you are here from the start, like with us. So it's really amazing that you're, of course, working with us. It's great to have you really in the team, and I can't wait to work more with you. Same matters for Magdalena. Really appreciate your effort until now. So really great. We have more coming. Arun joined us recently. Had a great call this week. Yeah, of course, let's say Crypto Legend, if I pronounce it correctly. I don't want to use your real name, so I'd say Crypto Legend. Thanks for always being here and retweet every message that we put there on the internet. Really, it's really great. Asian Pet, of course.
One of my favorites.
One of my favorites too. Yeah, based on the nickname, but also he's a great person. So thanks again, Kenny. Great from Germany. Matum, also really cool, of course, being here, and Alexei, if I pronounce that correctly, basically people from all.
Isn't it Alexei?
It's Alex. Yeah, I think it's Alexei.
I think it's Alexei.
Yeah.
This is, you see, this, ladies and gentlemen, this is a problem we're going to solve. Right now, we're living in the Web 2.0 world where everything is text-based and you have no idea how to pronounce stuff. So you have a really cool nickname, and then some person on some stream on YouTube is slaughtering your cool nickname, right? Yeah. But in the metaverse, we won't have that problem anymore.
Don't have that problem. Oh, and that brings me to another point, Aragorn. Maybe it has something to do with the experience of you both. Like you and Daniel had a great experience this week.
Oh, we did. Oh, I want to talk about that. But before we go into that, I just want to do one final round. Thank you, ambassadors. Thank you, Grace, Magdalena, Arun, Crypto Degent, Asian Pet, Kenny, Matum, and Alexei. We couldn't have gotten as far as we are now without you. Thank you so much. And now, the next one. Yeah, you totally got it, Jeroen. We had another amazing adventure this week. Which is our AltspaceVR event. However, before that, there was another amazing event this week, Jeroen. And I think you also want to say something on that, don't you?
Yeah, thanks for reminding me. Yeah, we had a great event last
Sunday
week,
morning. I woke up, just for you guys, so envision this. Imagine this. It's Sunday morning. It's a one day that we kind of try to have a day off in the week with this startup, because as you know, startup life is hard. Sometimes you work every day of the week. But this was the one day we were supposed to have a day off. So you wake up, you're having your coffee at 10, and suddenly every single alarm that you have goes off. Everything starts to beep. Your phones, your Teams, your WhatsApp, your Telegram, everything. You know, what happened? Your amazing marketing team, and don't get me wrong, we have an amazing marketing team. They launched an airdrop, but not everything is going as planned.
No, that's correct, Aragorn. So not everything went strictly to plan, but it was such a big experiment, and we had so much learning, many learnings we took from it. So yeah, as Aragorn told you guys, we started an airdrop last Sunday morning. I still remember the time. It was 10:05, like 5:10 in the morning.
Our first airdrop ever. It's important. It was the first airdrop we did.
Yeah. So we did it, and well, we started with maybe like 1,800 members in the Telegram group, and we finished off up to this point, I think almost 16,000 people. Which was for us as a small team like a big thing, because we weren't fully prepared for this, but we did our very best to answer everybody's questions, of course. And if you didn't have any question, I mean, if you didn't have any answer on your question yet, then we definitely get back to you soon. So yeah, it was really great to see all the enthusiasm about the project, actually. And for me personally, it was of course a big experiment. Also, like as a community lead, like we have Discord managers, we have Telegram ambassadors, of course, but we have also Telegram moderators who are like really active from that moment, and to keep up really with all the people incoming in the chat. So it was literally an airdrop for us too. So yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, from my perspective here, you know, I'm super proud of my team. I'm super proud of all of you guys. We're trying to do something that a lot of us don't have, you know, a year's experience in. And let's face it, we're in a scene, we're in an industry, you know, crypto, NFTs, the Metaverse. Nobody has done this a million times. Even the most experienced people out there have only done one or two of these, right? Or perhaps three if you're an investor, or four, but that's it. So you know, I'm super proud of what you guys did. You know, it didn't all go to plan, but we learn, we grow, we carry on. So super well done, job well done. Super proud of you guys. And we grew our community 10x. Which is a very good start. Anyway, very good start.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, keep an eye out on our announcement channel for any upcoming like promotions and airdrops, of course, because well, they are coming. But yeah, like this far for the airdrop. I think there is other news too, right?
There's loads of other news.
Yeah.
But now we discussed the airdrop, and I think the next thing we want to discuss something else that went completely out of control this week, but without any failures, luckily. Well, except for the part, you know, that Daniel was doing this whole video vlog inside of the virtual reality, and then he lost his audio. But how about you tell us about that, Daniel? Tell us what else happened.
Yeah, sure, Gordon. Thank you.
Oh, turn the microphone towards you, Daniel. The microphone, turn it towards you. In the middle of the table. Yes, that one. Turn it towards you. Thank you.
So,
go on. Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, much better. Much better.
All right, cool. Yeah, thank you, Aragorn. Like almost 2 weeks ago on a Saturday, I had this feeling like, okay, there's a lot of theory about the Metaverse. A lot of people... Yeah, a lot of people have thoughts on it, and I see a lot of writing. I read a lot of articles on it. But I thought, like, yeah, this is great, of course, but why not explore the metaverse in VR, in virtual worlds, in platforms that are, busy with the metaverse. So I thought, okay, I want this now, and I made a LinkedIn group.
I want it now.
I thought it would be cool to have like 20 people or something to go like have meetings in VR, have experiences in VR. So I made this LinkedIn group. Well, at the moment, this LinkedIn group it has 750.
No, it's already
people.
over 800, I think. No, isn't it? Last I checked.
The last time I checked, it was like 750. And it's growing pretty fast. And last Wednesday, like 2 days ago, we had our first ever AltspaceVR meetup. So AltspaceVR is like a social VR platform where you can meet as avatars. You can use a PC or a VR headset, around 70 people that are all over the world joined, and a lot of people were very enthusiastic about it. I saw a lot of posts on LinkedIn, people sharing screenshots of the event.
Yeah.
And it was really great because in this group there are a lot of metaverse creators, a lot of people that are building their own metaverse platform, marketplaces that are experts on NFTs, blockchain. So I thought it would be nice to have share knowledge with all these creators and enthusiasts. So yeah, that's what we had last Wednesday, and of course with Aragorn as a host. That's always great.
Thank you.
So,
without you, it would have never happened. So ultimately, you were the real host, and also it would have never been a success without the people showing up, because it was a great success. I had a lot of fun. Yeah. There was over 70 people at the event. Everybody that was there was either busy in the metaverse world or interested in metaverse or in NFTs and all of that. We had a lot of top-notch conversations. There was a guy who wrote his thesis on the social aspects of the metaverse. There was somebody that was talking about, how we can use NFTs in the metaverse for social activities, and we had a conversation, you and me, with somebody that was thinking about how we can use the metaverse to help people with mental problems that are lonely.
It's crazy. The variety is crazy. So there are people that are interested in, they have a dental background and they want to create their own meta space. Yep. There are people that want to, Also, by the way, a lot of I've also made I asked people in the group who wants to do a keynote, about his or her subject matter or expertise. Yep. And a lot of people that reached out to me and said, I want to do a keynote, and the topics are so diverse. It's really inspiring, actually. Yep. Yeah, that's great. So we're doing these meetups every week now. We're starting in Altspace because it's very it's very accessible. It's a very robust platform. Yep. You can access with both VR and PC. So. Yep. If you're watching this AMA, I would really or invite you to go to our LinkedIn group to join, follow the steps in the pinned post, and then we can really meet in VR in Altspace. So we're doing that every week now, and every month we're doing an expedition in VR or in a metaverse experience. Yeah. So you don't need to have a VR headset. You can also access these experiences and meetups with your PC. If you want to meet me as an avatar, I will share the link to the LinkedIn group in the chat. I think at 5 o'clock, and join us.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I want to add bit to that. It was really, really amazing. We had a lot of great chats, but what I think is really important for everybody to realize that's listening to this episode or tuning in on YouTube is that these AMAs are all about your open metaverse, right? These are to inform our community about what's going on, what we're doing, you know, what progress we're making. But these AltspaceVR meetings, they're just to vibe and jam and think about the future of the metaverse, to come together and have better ideas and inspire people. There was one guy who came to me after our session on Wednesday, and he said he was, and for those of you that was there, when I asked at the start who believed in the metaverse or who didn't, he put up his hand and he said, I don't believe in the metaverse, even though he was in a virtual reality meeting. And then by the end, he came to me and he said, wow, you really changed my perspective. And I think that meant a lot to me, and it means a lot to the team. If we can change people's ideas and view on the metaverse, that's very valuable.
Yeah, and I would like to add to that. Of course, now we're using like different platforms for these meetups and expeditions, but ultimately, of course, we're gonna host these events in YOM. We're still building our platform, of course. So yeah, but it's very exciting to learn from other people. Like, what do you like? What do you don't like? And to shape the future together. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Well, let's see, what else is there for us to discuss? We're 21 minutes in. I want to try and see if we can do this within half an hour this time, but I think we're going to fail. Because I know that we still have a few things to cover. Of course, we're going to launch into an AMA where everybody can ask questions. So for you guys out there in the audience, both on YouTube and on Telegram, get out your notepads and start writing down those questions, or better even yet, ignore your notepads and write your questions in the chat. So anything to do with your open metaverse, with the platform, with the ambassador program, with the token, with the tokenomics, with the Unreal Engine that we're building on, with the projects that we're working on, any questions that you have, start putting them in the chat now, and then I will go through them one by one. While we're waiting for that, and while we're waiting for another surprise to happen any moment now, I don't know how long it's going to take. We have to wait, but there's a surprise incoming. But before we get the surprise, I just want to do a few quick announcements. So I don't know if you guys know the movie Inception. Wait, I'm just going to do a quick transition. I don't know if you guys know Inception, but
who doesn't know Inception?
I have an announcement about an announcement. So I am announcing right now. I'm announcing right now that we will announce a Launchpad next week. So so that's an inception on the announcements. It's announception. That's what we call it, announception. It's all about the hype.
I like that.
Yeah. Another thing I'm going to announce is that next week on the AMA, we're going to have a special guest, a very important guest, and it probably has something to do with the other announcement. so there's that announcement as well. Yeah, that's it. That's a big announcement about the announcements we got next week. So now,
is everyone following this?
Yeah, everybody's following this. Everybody's following this.
Yeah.
So I have another super important announcement. But before I go into announcement, we got some important calls incoming. Okay. Okay. Wait, Jeroen. Because now you're on a different chat, so I need to switch the broadcast. We got to show you something, guys. Why is my screen gray? Here we go. Okay, so are you still there, Jeroen? Oh, we lost him. Did he go into what's going on? Done. Nope. Where is he? There he is. Oh, can we see him? I'm gonna, yep. This is bad network quality. Oh dear. Bad network quality. We're not there yet, Jeroen. Here we go. Done. Ooh, why Jeroen? Jeroen is losing the connection all the time. Oh, did you turn off the video, Jeroen? Jeroen.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me look. Let me move a little bit.
Your video is turned off, Jeroen.
No, it's not turned off. The internet connection is just
go.
really bad.
There he is.
There we are. There we are. There we are.
For those of you watching and wondering what the hell are these guys doing mid-stream, Jeroen is actually... Oh, this is probably better the way it was. Jeroen right now is actually at our brand new office space. So we are moving to new offices. We're moving to new offices on the 1st of February. Actually, why am I telling them this? You tell them. You tell them. You're there. Show them around. Show them around. I'll shut up. I'll shut up.
Thank you, Aragorn. So everybody, as well, you all know discovered that we are just expanding and expanding and expanding, and we're talking about we're building this, we're doing that, we're doing everything possible to, to make this happen, to let this dream come true, and expanding is one of the things that we have been discovering of the last couple of months. And as Alex told you, our CEO, in our previous AMA, we are expanding, and it's physically expanding. So we moving to a brand new office, which is only 100 meters away from our previous.
Oh shit. Oh, we lost him again, and I don't know why. Oh, there he is. Oh yeah. We got you back, Jeroen.
Is the brand new office that your open metaverse is going to be in February, the start of February. It's a big office. It's the current office is about 80 square meters, and we're moving to an office which is about 250 square meters. It's really like almost a top floor. Here you go, some nice buildings. There you go. And the best thing to tell you guys is that this is let's say an innovative district of all startups based on who are basically doing everything around VR or gaming, and we are going to be in this place really soon. So it's empty now, as you can see.
Yeah.
Here, there's nothing here yet, but we will be here with a really big team and a lot of cool things.
Yeah.
So. Thanks. This is just, I wanted to show you one of the surprises, of course. I'm not sure it is the biggest surprise, but it is a surprise. Back to you, Aragorn.
Thanks, Jeroen. That's awesome. That's awesome. Right. Okay, guys. So that was Jeroen from our new office location, and obviously, that was a little tricky because we were doing that over his mobile phone, but we wanted to show you because it's a big move. For those of you, well, probably none of you really know, but we have like 80k square meters right now in our current offices, and we're moving to 240 square meters because we're hiring really fast. Our development team grew from basically one person last year to, well, it's not really one person, but we had an external team, but then the person in the offices here in the Netherlands was just one developer, and we moved and now we got 4. We got a product owner, of course we got Stephanie, who is a social media strategist. We have more developers incoming, so there's just a lot going on, and we needed more space, and we needed to have more infrastructure. So we're moving into this building, which is across the street. It's right next to the Dutch Game Garden, which is an organization in the Netherlands that also is into the same kind of space that we're in. Obviously, the metaverse is not all games. I know that, we know that, but gaming industry technology, you know, Unreal Engine, etc., is of course very important for the development. I mean, there's a good reason that Microsoft acquired Activision Blizzard for 70 billion this week. So that's what we're doing as well. So Jeroen was showing you that. It's funny because we're also trying to save money everywhere we can. Even though we're a startup, we're not trying to spend it. We're not buying Bugattis or Ferraris to show you on our Instagrams. No. So when we're moving offices, which will be the last weekend of the month, all of us will go in on the weekend to move. So we're not hiring a moving company. We're going to do it all ourselves, get a good workout in, and become strong. I'm looking forward to it a lot. Yeah, so that's a big announcement. So let's get back to the chat and see what questions are out there. I see Magdalena says nice space. Thank you so much, Magdalena. I really hope that if everything goes successful next year, we can perhaps invite you and the ambassadors to come over to the Netherlands and see us. But I don't even know if we'll still be in these offices then, because if we keep growing the way we're growing now, we'll probably have outgrown those as well, and we'll have moved to another location. But we'll see that as it happens. Okay, so yeah, that was it. That was the update from our side. Everything that we wanted to show you. We tried to do it without technical difficulties, but I think that's just not something that we're capable of. I think Alex is gonna have a chat with me about that. I don't know, we'll see. Let's see if we can answer some questions. Questions in Telegram, questions in YouTube. Let's go. I'm very patient. No questions so far. Well, I guess that's a good thing. I think it's not like we have millions of viewers right now, so that might also tie into this. Nobody raising their hand either. No. So I just realized there's one more thing I need to tell you guys. I would almost have forgotten.
Hello?
Oh, yes. Oh, somebody. Oh, Mr. Principles.
Hello. I think, sir, you should check the Telegram chat. They are asking your questions from there. And I want to ask a question myself as well.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. You're right. I was looking at the wrong Telegram. So I see lots of Telegram questions, actually. Yes, thank you so much for pointing that out to me. Go ahead. What's your question?
No problem. So I want to ask if you are going to connect with local communities. Are you planning to create some local communities for your project?
So when you're saying local communities, do you mean local communities in different countries around the world where we set up a YOM community? Okay, yeah, that's a good question.
Yes.
Thank you. So I think that ultimately it would be amazing to have local communities, but what we really focused on right now from our perspective is to make sure that we control the quality of everything that we do. And I know if you just saw how we were struggling with the technical side of broadcasting the new location, you might think, well, you know, what quality? And I understand that. But that's a different kind of quality. And that's a technical quality of doing a stream like this. I mean, if you look at all other Metaverse projects, especially that concerning crypto, you'll see that the only AMAs they do are text-based AMAs, right? And with a text-based AMA, you know, there's not a lot that can go wrong because it's very simple. Don't get me wrong. But it's true. But we are consciously choosing to do a video audio AMA because we believe that if we're building Web 3.0 and the Metaverse, we cannot do a text-based AMA, which is Web 1.0, right? So we really want to push the limits. Coming back to your question about communities, because I didn't forget, we want to guarantee quality there. And that means that we want to know what's going on with people that we trust. And the problem that we've had so far with local communities, don't get me wrong, is that if we agree, for example, to set up a Russian community, which we've had a few offers for from really great people, we don't know what's going on in that chat, right? Because none of us speak Russian. And of course, I understand that the people like our ambassador Alexei, they speak Russian, and so these people can moderate it for us. But we didn't know Alexei very well yet, right? Trust is something that comes by foot, and it goes on horseback, as we say in Dutch. It needs to be built. And so before we start building local communities, we need to have established strong relationships that we can trust with the communities, with the people that are going to represent us there, and that will be managing those communities. So my answer is not no, but it's not yet. Does that answer your question, Mr. Principals?
Yeah, yes, sir. I see your point. By the way, if you want to create a Turkish community, I can offer my services with my team. You can see it with your own eyes, so we can build the trust each other in the near future.
Awesome. Well,
that would be great.
Let's stay in touch and let's see what magic we can create the next few months. We are in this for the long haul, not just for the TG. So we are more than happy to at least have a conversation around that. Thank you. Okay, so let's go into the questions in the chat, because I was waiting for them and looking at the wrong chat. I was looking at the Marketing Chimps chat. We have a really nice Marketing Chimps chat, but obviously no one was asking questions there. Okay, so what do you guys... Yozo is asking, what do you guys expect from the ambassadors? Well, if you want the details, I refer back to the ambassador program as it's written out by Jeroen. But basically what our ambassadors do is they have a point scoring system. And so if they create content, they get points. If they moderate the chat and answer questions, they get points. If they help people to understand what we are doing, they get points. If they bring us potential partnerships and those partnerships work out, they get points. And all of these points get calculated, and for those points, they get rewarded. Initially, they get rewarded in USDT, I think, Tethers, or USDC. Not sure off the top of my head, but I'm sure that Magdalena or Grace can tell you. Anyway, you get these in your wallets. So that's we're paying you in crypto. And the top ambassadors will also get access to a whitelist, which will give them an opportunity to be to buy in our public sale during the TG. Right? Now, if you want the exact details for how to qualify all of that, I refer you to my community manager, Jeroen, who was in the stream before. And you can find information through the website by signing up. But remember, I said this before, right now you can sign up. 5 o'clock today, we will reactivate the sign up and you can start signing up for the ambassador program. But we only have 2 spots left, because then we'll have 10 ambassadors. And for now, 10 ambassadors is going to be the max. If we grow very much, then we'll open it up again. But if that happens, we will inform you when it happens. Okay, so next question. Andre Lucian. It would be ideal if the community would share with you some of the ideas they want to see in this project. That's not a question. That's a statement. And I do agree. I agree. I completely agree, Andre. Mr. Principals, are you planning to connect with local communities? Well, we just answered that. Total messages 90,000. What's this? Oh, Combot. Okay. Okay, Andre, can you explain how the project will look inside so that we can imagine? Yes, I can. But it gets even better. It gets even better because yes, I can explain that. But we are actually working right now on a demo. So the tech teams have been instructed to start work on a few worlds to showcase the potential of your open metaverse. So they will be building some really mind-blowing virtual environments in Unreal Engine 5 that will showcase the potential of the platform. And so we will be showing a few things. We will also be showing some of the... I need to switch this battery, sorry. We will be showing some things like what the inventory might look like in the future, where you have your NFTs, and we might be showing how you will be able to use your wallet. Now, let me stress that this will be like very, very early pre-beta. And we will reserve all rights to change that throughout the year, because we can't guarantee that what we're building right now is how the end product will actually look. Anybody that knows game development knows that that won't be possible. However, you will definitely get a glimpse of how cool the worlds can be in there and what it would be like to explore them and to be in there. So that's what we're going to build. Now, but your question was, can you explain it so we can imagine? And I can. I will give you 3 scenarios.
Hi guys.
Who's this? Cool Art. Hey, Cool Art. How you doing?
Yes, brother.
Just hold on. I'll get to you.
Yeah, man, I am doing great, man. Guys, can I get your way like short time? I don't want to interrupt you guys.
Yeah, in a second. In a second.
Yeah, okay. Mr. Pass. Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Was coming back to your question, Andre. Can you explain how the project will look inside so that we can imagine? Imagine that you open your eyes. It's a sunny day, and you're standing right underneath the Eiffel Tower. You look around, and instead of 100,000 tourists, there's all these people that are visiting your event. You're an artist, and you hired a DJ, and you are showcasing the NFTs that you just recently minted on your open metaverse. And all the people there are friends, but also people from all over the world. And above you is the massive Eiffel Tower in virtual reality, just as it looks in the real world. This is the virtual twin possibility of your open metaverse, right? So you're building a hybrid event where you could do it in real life, or you could do it in a real life location in virtual reality, but something that you recognize. This is something that a lot of people will like. It will be traditional, and it will make the step from physical to virtual easier. Scenario number 2. You open your eyes, and suddenly you're in a world without gravity. You're floating around, and as you look around, you see all these islands floating in the sky. And every island seems to have an event going on. You're at a festival, a virtual festival, organized by one of the biggest music industry or entertainment industry companies in the world, with some of the most famous artists around. You can float to every island in the air, and there will be a live concert going on with a live performer in a virtual world. And this world is not like the normal world. Normal gravity doesn't apply, and the normal rules of physics don't apply. So you're seeing all kinds of crazy visual effects that go in tune with the music. You're having conversations with people floating in the air, and you get a feeling of magic. Now, scenario number 2. Scenario number 3. Suddenly, you're a spacecraft. You're flying around in some sci-fi Star Wars, Star Trek-esque world, and you have to move out of the way of some asteroids that are almost hitting you as you pursue space pirates in a spaceship right in front of you. That was scenario number 3. Now, all of these scenarios are things that can and will be built in the future under your open metaverse platform. So, Andre, I hope that answered your question. I need to move on because I'm spending so much time on all these questions again. Question number 3. Okay, Andre, this is not a question from you. I'm going to get back to that because I want to answer questions from some other people. This is Yozo. What to do to be a YOM ambassador? Go to the website at 5 o'clock and sign up. Another question by Ahmed. Ahmed. I hope I pronounced it correctly. Ahmed. TGE question mark. Q1. We'll announce it when we'll announce it. Launchpad will be announced next week. Okay, so we'll go back to Andre's question then. Do you think the stress on the market will affect your project? That really depends on what you define as stress, or how you define stress. I mean, if you're referring to stress on the market right now in terms of the crypto movement, where Bitcoin has been going down, of course, and we kind of, it's hard to determine what's going on because there's 2 ways of looking at the current market. It could be a bear market that is under pressure, it could be a bear market that's really overperforming, right? But we could also be in a bull market that's just under a lot of pressure from the outside world. I think that what we're starting to see is that the crypto community as a whole is starting to be influenced by macro movements in economics. Bitcoin has now reached a level where Bitcoin is no longer independent of other stuff going on in the world. So inflation movements and movement in the stock market, all of this stuff is starting to affect Bitcoin. And because it affects Bitcoin, it ultimately will also affect the rest of the crypto market. That doesn't have to be bad, right? It doesn't have to be bad. So it's hard to say. Will that affect our project? Because that was your ultimate question. I don't think so, no. Because if you look at what we're going to be doing, once we go and we have our TGE, the market cap that we have is rather small compared to all the other projects out there. And the reason for that is a conscious decision that we made, that we want to create a project that is successful and sustainable in the future for the long term, right? So that's why, yes, we're doing a TGE. Yes, we're raising capital doing this so that we can further development, but we're not greedy. We're taking the minimum amount of money that we can so that we can make a success out of the development of our dream. And at the same time, we make sure that our project is not massively affected by market movements. So we're in this for the long term. And I am personally, and I know that the team is 100% convinced that in the long run, the project will be fine. So I don't think that the stress will really affect our project. I hope that answers your questions. Oh, by the way, it's just a disclaimer. I'm not giving investment advice here. You know, if you invest in crypto or anything like that, that's your responsibility. You're taking the risk, not us. So this is not market advice. Let's see, what else do we have here? We just had somebody coming in the call. Where did he go? Cool Art. Cool Art, you still there? Cool Art, are you still there? Are you in chat? Cool Art, if you have a question, put it in chat, bro. So what else is there? Questions. What wallet or dApps wallet should people have to be as fast as possible to reach the YOM token? Technically, any Solana token will, any Solana wallet will work. But I'll leave it for, I'll leave this question until next Tuesday. We will be doing a text-based AMA with Bear King. I don't know, can I announce this yet? Okay, on Tuesday we're doing a text-based AMA in another community, and for that AMA our CTO Jorrit is going to join us. So if you have any technical questions, then will be the moment to ask them. But our token, YOM token, is based on the Solana blockchain, right? So you need to have a Solana capable wallet to be able, etc. Right? So I hope that answers your question. What is better in your project than in others? Because there are a lot of projects on the topic of meta. Wow. Andre, that's a good question. And, you know, the honest question is that, I don't know. I mean, I'm 100% guaranteed that there are things that we're doing better. But I am also 100% guaranteed that some of these other projects are doing stuff better. I think that ultimately what we believe here at Your Open Metaverse is that it is good that there are many open metaverse projects because the market is massive. There are 7 billion people in the world. And right now, you know, I think there's only, what, 800 million that are actually using virtual reality or using, you know, anything that's even remotely metaverse related. And there's only a few million right now. In the Netherlands, for example, we have 17 million people, but only 1.5 million people have crypto. Now, NFTs have really jumped that, right? NFTs have really successfully moved that market forward with many more people adopting cryptos. But that means that ultimately there's still billions of people ready to come into crypto, ready to come into the metaverse over the next decade or two. So there's lots of space to grow. And it doesn't matter that there's many more projects out there because, you know, we won't be able to saturate the market anyway. So I'm really looking forward to this because all of these projects will bring different innovations and different cool experiences, and they will bring different people in first contact with the metaverse. And therefore, if somebody comes in on a different project, then they will look around and they will find us. So ultimately, I think it will just help all projects grow. What do we do better? I think that the one thing that really makes us stand out right now is that we are using Unreal Engine 5 and we are going for hyper realism in basic, well, it's not a necessity. Anybody can build anything in Unreal Engine on our platform in the future, but we will offer the opportunity, the possibility of hyper-realistic environments. And we also will be using, we will be, the first projects and environments will be like Formula One teams, right? The first environments that will be on your open metaverse will be Formula One kind of level experiences. So not normal people driving in a normal car, but high quality teams building high quality environments. We're doing some scans pretty soon for ourselves and for clients of humans. And these are, the kind of scans that create hyper-realistic avatars, but that you cannot just, they're very, very, very expensive. But more on that in the future. Okay, so let's see, what else do we have? I'm part of a Russian community. Well, that's great. For example, having Soulflare doesn't allow you using dApps, which you need to go to a Launchpad. Which one do you recommend? Okay, Yozo, I'm gonna refrain from answering this question right now because I don't want to give you a recommendation that ultimately we do not stand behind as a team. So I'm gonna take this question, take it to the tech team, and then I will answer this for you in the future. Feel free to remind me of this in the future. Will it be Solana DEX? Well, I think that let's just say that it's very likely that will be a very good choice. Yes. But I cannot. I'm not confirming that right now as a 100% guarantee. What are your plans, ideas to attract people to your project? Okay, another great question. We actually have a lot of stuff going on there. So first of all, we have a list of KOLs that we're confirming right now. I was already confirming them last week. I'm still in the process of confirming them. With these KOLs, we will launch a worldwide campaign to attract people to the project through these KOLs. We also have a list of investors, and all of these investors have their own marketing teams that will be helping us to attract attention to the project. So we will be launching a campaign, several campaigns with them. Like you can, for example, you can look forward to some Gleam campaigns. You can look forward to extra airdrops in the next few weeks. You can look forward to all of that good stuff. Another thing that we're doing is we're going to do a massive podcast. Well, I say massive, but we are going to do a super innovative, super cool podcast. We're in the process of that now. Yes, it's still a possibility that it will fail, but I highly doubt it. But we're going to do something super innovative there where we're going to bring, we're going to use sound to introduce people to the metaverse. It's going to be super cool. Just wait for it. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be in English. It's going to be amazing. What else are we doing? Yeah. So we're building these demos right now that I talked about earlier with a lot of video, which will provide us with video content. So you will have real examples of Unreal Engine environments of what your open metaverse experiences will look like. And we'll be launching these over the next 2 months. Through all kinds of channels to give you an insight of what it will look like. We're going to do a lot of text-based AMAs in different communities as well. We're in talks with several communities right now to do text-based AMAs there, answer more of your questions. So that's another thing we're doing to attract more people. So I hope that answers your question. Let's see. Okay, I think I kind of went through all the questions that are here in the chat. Let's see. What do we have on YouTube? What do we have on YouTube? YouTube. Magdalena, greetings. I'm from Russia. When can I see the demo of the game? Soon. Okay, well, I think that's all the questions that I see for now. Yozo, I wrote down your question regarding what wallet to get. I will putting that one to the tech team, and I promise you that I'll get back to you. Promise. So I think that's then it. Yep, I think that's it. We're going to call it for today. I only went 23 minutes over time. I can't seem to do an AMA that's only half an hour. But yeah, that's just the way it is. Guys, I'm super happy that all of you were here. Thank you so much. And be sure to join our AMA on Tuesday. And don't forget to join our AMA next Friday on Telegram and on YouTube again, because we will be announcing launch pads and we will have a special guest. That's it for now. That's me, Mr. Metaverse, aka Aragorn, signing off. Thank you so much, and we will see you all on the flip side.
Thank you, Igor. Take care. Bye.
Have a nice day, sir.